Well, it's been a long time since I made a video, guys. I guess you can say I've been slacking, right? I mean, what is this? One review a month? Huh? You know what I mean, David Wolf 84? But it doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because the Toronto Raptors are in the NBA Finals for the first time ever. Pretty cool, right? I'm excited. Can you sense the excitement? Probably thinking, no, Tony, I can't. Actually, you don't seem excited at all. Well, let me explain. The Toronto Raptors are in the NBA Finals. Pretty cool. I live very close to Toronto. Right? I was thinking, Tony, go to the game. Stop being such a wimp and go to an NBA game. Right? Because I've never been to an NBA game. Perfect time to go, right? I don't know if you guys have heard, but tickets are on the pricey side. And by pricey, I mean not affordable to anybody. Unless you're in the game. If you're actually in the game, you could just go on the court and play. If you're not in the game, don't bother going to the game. Unless you're Drake. You know, Drake can afford the ticket, you know. But other than that, for us normal folk, yeah, we're gonna watch it on TV. Which leads me into, what does it lead me into? Some sort of philosophical point. This is where I'm supposed to make a really, like, a heavy point. Is there a point when a regular person can't afford to go to a sporting event? What is the point? You know, what the hell is the point? Maybe there is no point. But I will make a point, even though there is no point. The point has more to do with societies in general. You know, we create these societies, and for the most part, people just kind of go along with society, and they're like, yep, this is cool. And then there's like a few that are like, what the hell is going on? But ironically, unless the majority sees that, things just kind of stay the same. They're like, oh, it's the way it is. Have a positive attitude and just get by. You know, everything in life is all about having a positive attitude until it gets so ridiculous that telling people to have a positive attitude just isn't enough, you know? I have a ratio that I like to think about. It's the 95% to the 5%. Now, I'm not talking about that, you know, the 1%ers, how like 1% of the world are all billionaires and trillionaires or whatever, and they kind of own everything. Not that kind of ratio. I'm talking about the ratio of outcasts compared to people who are not really outcasts. It seems like no matter what kind of society we have since the beginning of time, every society we've ever created seems to follow this 95 to 5% rule, where it's 95% of the people just kind of wear the same fashion, they have the same mindset, they have the same beliefs, they follow the same traditions. So it's basically like the 95% are pretty much just mimicking each other. It's like a, you know, whatever society is at that point, that's everybody's sort of state of mind, you know? And then there's like the other 5% who are usually like, whoa, what's this? All right. So right now, there's some people who are like, what the hell, man? I can't even go to a sporting event. The world's completely lost its mind. Right? But it's not enough people who think that, because most people are like, oh, well, tough luck, you know? Become a millionaire so you can go to a sporting event. What do you want me to say? Stop whining. Have a positive attitude, Tony. You know, because it's all about the positive attitude. Yeah. So I think the whole society has lost its goddamn mind because it's gotten so far that a regular normal person can't afford to go to a sporting event. That's fucked up. Right? But I'm negative Tony, so it's like, hey, come on, Tony. Have a positive attitude and just do cool things. That doesn't work. All form of sanity has gone when a regular person can't even afford to go to a sporting event. Now you think that's something so trivial and stupid. It's just a basketball game. It's a bunch of grown men throwing a ball through a hoop. It's pretty idiotic, right? That we put such importance in it. But it's fun. People like it, right? But it's weird that you can judge an entire society on something as simple as, can an average person afford to go to a sporting event? And when the answer becomes no, all of society is fucked. Now, I'm just using the sporting analogy, but you can just really look at any other case too, right? So the question is, what do we do about it? Nothing. We won't do nothing about it because, like I said, that 95% ratio to 5%, until the 95% say, hey, what the fuck, this is enough, nothing really changes, right? Because the 5% that are whining, they're just whiners, complainers. Look at you. Have a positive attitude, Tony. So when you look at society and see all the fucked up things, you know, because everything is normal to people. Like, I always wonder, like, what the hell was it like during, like, black slavery? What was it like? Was everybody just like, well, this is normal. We have black slaves. Our neighbors have black slaves, and everyone has black slaves. That's what you do. You know, you buy a slave, and they're yours, fair and square. You know, like, I wonder, like, did everyone just think that was normal to just own slaves? You know, I guess, right? So probably 95% of the people were like, what? This is what we do. This is just normal. And there was probably the 5% that are going, this doesn't seem right to own people. Just buy them, get them to work for you. It's kind of weird, for free. And then, oh, no, it's okay. Don't worry. We give them a place to sleep and we feed them so they can stay alive, so they can work us for another day. That sounds pretty familiar because that's what most people are doing now. You know, they work their jobs and then they have enough to just survive and pay their rent so they can work another day. Things haven't really changed that much, but, you know, you're supposed to have a positive attitude. You know, like when you work a shitty job where barely you have enough money to pay your rent and that's it, and maybe buy some food so you can live another day, you're supposed to be like, hey, Tony, have a positive attitude because at least you have a job. Some people don't even have a job. Things could be worse. You know that expression, things could be worse. So yes, the average person can't afford to go to a sporting event, but cheer up, Tony, because things could be worse. That's it. That was my video. Not exactly the best video after a month of being off, but it's okay. Things could be worse. See you guys. Bye.